Hey everyone, it's Paranormal with Yuri. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Before we begin today's video, I would like to just quickly say a few things. Now, I know you guys, I've been away for quite a while. It's probably been like more than a week since I filmed a YouTube video here on my channel, and I'm just gonna get into the reasons of why that is. And yeah, then get straight into the video. But I hope you guys are having a great night or day wherever it is for you when you finally get to see this video, you guys. I hope everything is well, your families are safe. It's still a difficult time because the pandemic isn't fully over yet, but things are getting there, things are getting around, there's new vaccines, things like that, you guys. And I just want to say that I actually got vaccinated a week ago, so yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that as well. But let's just talk a little bit about why I've been absent from posting any videos for you guys here on my channel, Paranormal with Yuri. And I hope you guys do not mind that I was away. I mean, it's not like anyone is seeing this video right now, or it's not like my videos have become mainstream. A lot of people have not seen my videos, and well, it sort of feels like I do my videos for no reason because nobody's really watching them. But then again, I said I would keep trying and keep filming videos until I finally get noticed, and I want to stay true to my word. And as always, I do stay true to my word. I do keep my promises. But I just want to share a little bit about why I was away. It's been a very difficult time for me, I'm not gonna lie. I've been going through a difficult situation recently, and it's heartbreaking for me, and personally I wasn't really able to function very well at all because of this whole situation that is happening for me right now. And for the most part, the situation is over. Everything is done, but it still makes me sad to think about. I just got broken up with, and it's heartbreaking, especially at the fact that when somebody promises you something, you expect them to keep their promise. You expect them to keep their word, as they did promise, like they did promise. And, being in a relationship with this person whom I loved so deeply and cared for genuinely, I loved them deeply, cared for them genuinely. Everything that I said was real, everything that I've promised, every single thing that, I gave and put my heart into when I was dating this person, they broke it. And it was really heartbreaking. And well, most part, I've just been trying to focus on me and my mental health. And so far, I guess everything is okay. I'm slowly moving on. I'm slowly getting better, but it's just been a few days since I found out everything. I would like to talk a little bit more about it on my channel, but my content isn't really surrounding drama and tea and story times based on my life. It's more of like the paranormal stuff for you guys. But I would like to say that it's one of the reasons I was away, and I didn't really feel like posting any videos during the time that I felt really sad. Obviously I did post a video for you guys, like 1 or 2 videos before I went away a little on hiatus. I did post those 2 videos, and back then I was feeling a little sad as well because that's around the time that the person that I loved, disappeared without saying anything. And I was really worried, but I didn't want to stop posting videos just because of that. I mean, yeah, I know my feelings matter, but I still love making videos, so I did decide to make those videos for you guys in the past as well, even though how I've been feeling. But then I had found out a lot of things, which I won't really mention here in this video, because I don't want to take up too much time, but I did find out a lot of things, and it was really heartbreaking. And so I just gotten out of a relationship, and it was a very tough situation. especially because I've never had something like this happen to me before. Yeah, I've been breaking up with so many times in the past. People promise and break their promises, but like this situation was way worse than anything that's ever happened to me during any breakups that I've ever had. But you know, without all that being said, that is mainly the reason why I've been absent, you know, because like I said, I didn't feel like posting. I didn't have the courage and, you know, the mentality to post anything whilst in the situation that I was in, because I was really sad and heartbroken when finding out about it. And I'm sure anybody who, you know, genuinely loves a person would be sad and heartbroken after finding out that their partner lied multiple times behind their back without them knowing, while they were super happy in a relationship with them. Anyway, but let's move on from that topic, you guys. Sorry, I'm like using my computer screen as a light so you guys can see me better in this video, because as you can tell, I'm filming on my iPhone. All my YouTube videos that I filmed are on my iPhone, you guys. You know, I mean, it's the best I got to do with right now for, you know, the way I'll film my videos. If in the future I get enough money, I might get a camera and continue to film the videos for you guys on that camera. But for right now, it's just my iPhone that I'm filming for you guys. Hope you wouldn't mind though. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about my vaccination before we get into the video. So, like 1 or 2 weeks ago, I believe, I got my first COVID vaccination, and you guys, like, it didn't hurt at all. And well, when my aunt and I was talking, she said that it was mainly because of me being chubby. And honestly, I agree. Being chubby is the most amazing thing, because one, the pain isn't that bad. You know, like, you just don't feel a lot of pain if you're getting the first COVID vaccination. I mean, in general, if, you know, anyone who's chubby, if you get the vaccination, trust me, y'all won't feel anything. And that's mainly because we have lots of skin. We have thick skin, and that's a good thing, you guys. So yeah, body positivity, body love. Sorry, you guys, I made a mistake on that. Like always, in every single one of my videos, I either tend to butcher 1 or 2 words or even more. But anyways, you guys, like I said, I got vaccinated. It didn't hurt. So for those of you out there who is scared of taking the vaccination, don't be, because it's not painful at all. And, you know, even though depending on the person you are, I feel like you'll be fine as long as you're not too skinny, you know? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being skinny, but you definitely will feel the vaccination a little bit if you are not chubby, you know? But anyways, yeah. And, you know, I just want to say to all my anti-vaxxers out there, get vaccinated. You won't regret it. Look at me, I'm perfectly fine even after getting vaccinated. And so is 100,000 people out there. Well, not 100,000 people, that's a little exaggerative. But there are a lot of people out there who got the vaccination and is completely fine afterwards. So, anti-vaxxers, go get your vaccination now, please. This isn't like a sponsor video, but just go do it, okay? Go do it. Okay. Without further ado, you guys, I think that's enough of talking about me. I just hope you guys understand the reason why I was away and wasn't really able to film any kinds of YouTube videos for you guys. But yeah, let's get into the video. So in today's video, you guys, we are going to be talking about a few scary paranormal encounters by these people on Reddit. Now, before we get into this video, I know it's been a while since we talked about like paranormal encounters here on my channel, mainly because I've been sharing so much paranormal urban legend games with you guys rather than encounters by people. So I've decided that today's video is going to be a few encounters by a few people on Reddit instead of an urban legend game, because I did quite a few of those on my channel, and I think it's time to get back to the encounters. Okay, you guys, so the first story that I'm going to be sharing with you guys is called "It Came for Us in the Backyard." Sounds interesting, bone-chilling, but let's get right into it. It says, "We were driving my friend's really old beat-up Subaru through a massive graveyard. We stopped and walked down a hill and came across a little pond. There was someone sitting on a rock on the other side of the pond. The figure was all black and we couldn't make out any features other than the fact it looked like a man who was wearing some old style top hat. We stupidly waved and shouted hi. He didn't show any acknowledgement and continued still sitting on the rock. All of a sudden, he jumped to his feet, started running to us on the water, and then vanished in the thin water. About halfway into the pond, my friends and I screamed and ran back to the car. The car wouldn't start, and we heard something banging on the back of the car. It wasn't a constant bang, but every few seconds or so we'd hear it. Nobody was outside from what we could see in the dark, but something was making a noise on the car. I opened my phone and started dialing my mom to come give us a boost, but I had no service. None of us had a cell service. The next 30 minutes were spent trying to get our car started. No banging was heard afterwards, but we felt the heavy pressure around us. Finally, the car started and she hit the pedal to the metal. We sped out the graveyard so fast, immediately crossing the gates. All of our phones regained cell service. One thing I know for certain is that someone was out there, and it was not an animal or a human. Okay, you guys. First of all, I want to say that is very terrifying. Like, could you imagine being in a situation where, you know, you and your friends pass by a graveyard and you see like this dark figure? I mean, why would you even wave at it? Like, come on. That brain, you know, use it. I mean, if it was me, if I was in that situation with my friend, with my best friend, I feel like I probably would have done the same thing, considering how friendly and nice I am. I mean, but I don't think I would actually wave to a random stranger out of nowhere, especially if the figure was dark. I mean, I would probably be scared. I mean, I'd probably tell my best friend about the dark figure, but I would never wave to it. Maybe I would if I was in that situation, because sometimes I do the dumbest things, and my best friend could agree with me. But, I mean, come on, you guys. That is so creepy. I mean, first of all, like, what? I mean, obviously it's a graveyard, so I mean, what else do you expect? I mean, of course you would see something, you know, at a graveyard, because after all, it's a graveyard where people who died are buried. So obviously you might end up seeing something if you cross paths with a graveyard, you know, especially if it's like late at night or something, you know. I mean, you want to be careful out there, honestly. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the next story that I found. It says, it was good to see an old friend. When I was 37, I went to my high school reunion. I flew into the nearest airport and rented a car. The distance was about 35 miles through a very rural and almost abandoned part of the country. About 3 miles outside of town, I see someone on the side of the road, flagging me down. It turned out that it was one of the old guys I attended school with, Jim. Not his name. Not his name. Okay. Gets in a car and starts walking. I had not seen him in 20 years, and he still looked the same, maybe a little older. We got to town, and I asked him if he wants to come to the VFW and have a drink. He says, no, just take me home. Jim's parents had lived only a few blocks from my grandmother's house, and I turned the direction, but he said to take him to the outskirts of town. There's a mobile home park out there, and I figured that's where he lived. When he reached the end of the turnoff, he said, just drop me here. It was good to see you again. And he walks off into the night. I go to the VFW, met some of my old classmates. We start to talk, and as we was talking about who was coming to the reunion, I mentioned that I had just picked Jim up 3 miles east of town and had dropped him off. Everyone got quiet. Even the guy singing karaoke stops and lay down the mic. My cousin goes white as a new t-shirt. Barb, Jim died on the curve 8 years ago. What? Rolled his car. We were at his funeral. I was told I started to feel really dizzy, and I went out to the car to take some deep breaths. There on the seat is the local newspaper printed 8 years previous, containing Jim's obituary. I still have the paper. You guys, when I read that, honestly, I was shocked. I got so surprised. Did you guys see the look on my face? Oh my god, you guys. That is so creepy. Like, imagine like reuniting with like one of the people who were like your friends that you went to school with, and you know, you're probably like with them, and then they just disappear, obviously because they're dead, right? And you reunite with the others, talk about it, and then boom, they tell you the person that you thought you were reuniting with is dead 8 years ago. And you're just like, then who is this person? His spirit? Goddamn. But I mean, he was visiting, right? He probably hadn't seen her in a long time, and before he got to reunite with her, he died. So, I mean, that's quite sad, honestly, if you think about it, right? That's quite sad. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't know what to think if, like, I was in this position. I mean, it would be a little creepy, but I suppose I would be really sad, you know, just finding that out now. I mean, I don't know if they were really close or not, but it's still a sad situation if you want to think about it like that. But let's talk about a last story, and then we'll wrap up the video. My mother attracted evil. I kind of like this one. Okay. After my parents divorced when I was a teenager, I lived with my mother. I experienced lots of paranormal happenings. Several times when I was reading in my bed, the room would start to feel icy. Next, it would feel as if somebody hated me was staring at me. When I got that feeling, I would leave the room and come back an hour later. Sometimes during the day, I would see a shadow figure sneaking along my bedroom walls. What the hell? Oh my god, I'm sorry, you guys. That came out of nowhere, but let's continue. Something in the flat was pretending to be my dog. I went into my room and heard a deep growl from under the bed. My dog was incapable of making any noise that deep. It sounded like either a really big dog or a man doing his best dog impersonation. You guys. Other times my dog would whimper and pace in the room next to mine, but wouldn't come when called, as if he was afraid of something in the hallway. But like, what is the title? I mean, the title is My Mother Attracted Evil, right? And I honestly thought it had something to do with her mother, but like what does that have to do with her mother or their mother? I'm super confused. I don't really understand this story, and I wish I had like read it in my mind a little before sharing it, but what? Anyways, I didn't really quite understand this story. I don't know why in the title she stated her mother was the one that attracted the evil. I mean, but maybe the evil was just there, because if you guys don't know, evil is always lurking us all around, you know? It's not the matter of who's attracting it. It's more like it's just there, you know? It's just coming. It's all around us, even if we don't know it, even if we don't see it, even if we don't have paranormal experiences. The evil is never gone. It's always lurking in the shadows. So, I mean, I don't really understand much about this story. I mean, obviously, like, she's having paranormal things happen to her, but how could she say in the title that it's her mother that's attracting these things when she doesn't even know herself? And it doesn't seem like, you know, the title has anything to do with the story. So, you know, it kind of confused me a bit, you guys. But, I mean, I think that's enough for today's video. I think we should wrap it up here, you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and also comment your thoughts about any one of these stories that I've read for you here today. Comment down, did you have any paranormal encounters or experiences in your life ever? And if so, what were they? Tell me your thoughts, your opinions, everything. You know, I just want to know everything. And maybe if you guys share, you know, your thoughts in the comments down below and your paranormal experiences, if anything happened to you, I will share those stories here on my channel gladly. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until the next one, bye.